What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to do a ballast change on my HID headlight. The driver's side one here I replaced maybe a few months ago with an OEM. It was the Hella manufacturer. It's quite expensive. It was like 300 bucks. And now this one has gone. Both the bulbs are new, so I'm pretty confident it's not that. I would just swap them to check, but it's a real pain in the butt to get to these. So I'm pretty sure it's the ballast. It's the original one that came with the car. But this time I'm gonna try one from Amazon. It was like $60 instead of $300. So we'll try that. If it doesn't work, then I'll consider getting a better one. So it's a pretty easy job. What you'll need for this is an 8mm socket or wrench or whatever to get these bolts off for the under tray. And then I use a bit driver with a, let's see, what is this, T20. And the long bits are really helpful here, and I'll show you in a minute. Now I'm only going to remove this side of the under tray and just get in there. It's pretty accessible, but you may want to remove all of them. It's pretty self-explanatory. There's some 8mm bolts under here. You can't miss them. All right, so here's where the bolts are. I have another video too where I did an oil change. You can look that up and see, but there's two up here, and then let's see, and then here, and I think a couple more over there. Pretty easy stuff. And then when you pull that back, I'm looking straight up at the sky here. That is the ballast I'm going to replace, and you'll see the three T20 screws there. So they're pretty accessible with that long bit, and then it just plugs in. So I'll put you guys down and see if I can get a good shot of this. All right, try to hold the camera as steady as I can here. These are not very tight. The top one's the hardest because there's that little metal lip there, but should be okay. Alright, that just fell out. Alright, now the only thing holding this in is the pressure fit plug. You don't need to undo any clips or anything, it just pops out. So I'll show you that. Alright. There you go. Just literally pops out like that. You can see the connector there. This is what it looks like on the other side. It actually looks like there's corrosion in there. Maybe water got in or something. So signs are pointing to this being bad so far. Alright, here's what the new one looks like. Who knows what the quality is? We'll find out. Comes with this blue stuff. You got to peel that off first. So let's do that, and we'll get it back in the car. All right, getting another look at the contacts. You can definitely see some corrosion on this side. I'm going to spray some contact cleaner in there and hope that resolves it. I really hope I don't have water coming in from somewhere else. I've seen other connections on this car where I unplug it and literally water comes out, so that's not good, but we'll see what the contact cleaner does. I'm sure it'll help because it was working before. So the first thing you're going to do is just pop it in. I know you probably can't see this very well. You just line up the connectors. It's a little hard because you don't want to push where you don't. If you use the screw holes as a guide, it's helpful. All right, that feels good. I think that was the trick, is line these two up and then lay it down, and that helps a lot. All right, let's try. You can always tell when people have been in here it was missing a screw, probably because it was hard to get in. You don't need to go nuts on these. I'll tighten them a little bit more in a minute. Back in the day when these HID lights came out, I mean, if you were having bulb issues and you took it to the dealer, this would be like $1,000 probably. At least for both of them. Like anything, the technology gets cheaper. All right, I'm gonna button this back up and we'll do a little test. All right, that did the trick. I figured I would check it before I buttoned it all back up. So yeah, these are, by the way, these HID lights are aftermarket. They're a little bit cooler white. The ones that came on the car, they were pretty orange. I also redid the fog lights in the LED as well. It did not require a CAN bus. It just worked, which is nice. The brights are a little bit more challenging. This is the, I guess, the Prestige package. It's the sport model. And so it has this like jewel light effect. And the brights are really hard to get in and out. And I couldn't find HID versions that would work. So if any of you guys know, leave a comment and that'll be helpful. Let me show you the fog lights. By the way, I replaced, no, I didn't replace this. I cleaned this with alcohol. They get all sticky, and that really helped out a lot. Let's see. So you can see that looks way better. It looks much more uniform, and they're bright, the fog lights. So whenever one of these headlights go out, I usually just run it with the fog lights. At least other cars can see me. Anyway, thanks for tuning in, and feel free to subscribe and comment and check back for more videos later.